And go.
Okay,
Here
I'm
we
going to
go.
cut this at an angle this way, right here, because this is pretty thin already. I don't want to make a tip, so.
Okay. So we are just getting our pork ready for, we're attempting char siu, which is Chinese barbecue pork. We love it, but it is $15 a pound here. So we are going to learn to make it ourselves because we love it. Okay, so Len's cutting, I think we got strip loin, did we? Let's see what it is. Canadian pork, which is...
Tenderloin
Yeah.
club pack.
Tenderloin club pack. So for $20.94 we got 4 strips of that, and we'll freeze 2, and then we will marinate 2 of them. Marinate. Okay, and I'll show the me making the marinade. Okay, here's the recipe that I'm trying to make our own char siu, Chinese barbecue pork. Starting off with 2 cloves of garlic chopped. There it is. And this is the marinade. And basically we'll be making this marinade, and we will marinate it at least either overnight or at least 8 hours. Okay, this is some fermented soybean paste. Going to use about 2 blocks of that, I think. Maybe 1.5. I think. There we go. Half blocks, and I'm going to use probably about, I would say, half a tablespoon of the juice. We'll mash that. It mashes beautifully. And after taking a course in YouTube University, here's what I came up with. Okay, I made this 5-spice myself. I'm going to do a dab of it. Just a dab. Homemade 5-spice. And then this is a tablespoon of dark soy sauce. Oops, oh, bumped that. That's okay. Just try to steady it. Tablespoon of light soy sauce. And this is something new we're going to try. We found over at the store. Asian 5-spice. It's a stir-fry sauce, but we're going to do about, probably, I was supposed to do a teaspoon, but we'll just do it that way. And we are writing down our ingredients as we're doing it, and that way, if we like it, we can recreate it. Okay, just keep going here. Tablespoon of hoisin. I'm going to do not even probably a teaspoon of sesame oil, because it can be pretty strong. Calls for sherry, cooking sherry, but I'm going to omit that and use, I think I'm going to go ahead and use a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar instead. Some, let's see if I can get it out of the bottle. tablespoon of oyster sauce. And then from what I saw online, some people use honey and some people use brown sugar. So I'm going to go ahead and use both. Probably like a tablespoon of honey. And then after the meat is marinated and you've baked it at the high heat that it requires, you can glaze with honey as well. From what I understand, from what I've learned, I'm going to do like a tablespoon of brown sugar. Mix this all up. I don't think I've forgotten anything. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this all up really nicely. And I saw recipes online where they boiled this first and then let it cool. There's 1,000,001 different ways, you know, like any barbecue sauce people make. Sorry for that jostle there. But there's 1,000,001 different ways to do it. This is our first attempt at char siu because I love it, and so does my husband. We did the strip loin, but in retrospect, we probably should have done it with more fatty meat, I suspect. But we'll go ahead and we're going to pour the sauce over the meat. We toss it all around and let this marinate. It should be for at least overnight. Or if you can't stand it and you want some right away, you can do it for, I would think, 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours. I've seen it done for 3 hours online, and it just didn't look kind of remotely like what we get from a restaurant. Okay, so back later, and we will show our cooking process and how it turns out. Okay, so I think what we will do as far as roasting it in the oven, traditionally they have a wonderful cooker that uses coal at the bottom, and they have hooks that they hook it on and then put them around, and I don't have that, so I'm going to use an oven, and I'll put the rack at the very top, and I'm going to use these meat skewers, and I'm going to put 2 on fairly down, I think, into the meat, because some of the ones I watched, they say that if you don't do it properly, this will cook and then fall right off, so hopefully that won't happen. I'll see. So I'm going to thread them like this, and oh, that's too thin, and then hang them through the slats of the baking racks in the oven like this. Okay, so we'll get back to you when they're cooked. Okay, so that is how we rigged it up, and we're doing it at about 450, and we're gonna go for about 25 minutes. We saved the glaze right here, or we saved the rest of the marinade to use as a glaze, and we'll check in with that. I'm just trying to put the light on.
Tell me when.
Okay, here we are. We are going to somehow miraculously baste this meat. I don't know if I can do the back ones, but I can give it a try. Very dangerous. I don't like it. I'm not happy with this at all, but I think maybe we'll try it in a pan next time, because I can't do that. I can't, there's no way that I can get that on there. Okay. Please, no burning allowed. No burning. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's enough then, sweetie.
What about the back one though?
Okay. I think that's the best we can do, huh?
think so. You know, I almost think the pork is done.
Yeah, it is, but we want to lacquer it. We want to get it to
Right.
lacquer. Okay, honey, that's good.
Okay, I think I have to get it thrown out.
That's good.
2.
Okay, here we are. Taking the... So as you saw, that was almost disastrous. We managed to glaze the meat. I won't do that again. But now I'm just going to chop it up and see how it turns out. What we wound up doing too is that we boiled down the rest of that marinade and added a bit of honey to it. So, okay, that's how it turned out. This is pretty lean as compared to what I see. So, again, it should have been much fattier. Want to try some? Let's try a little bite of it. But we did boil down the that's the marinade. I want a dip. Here, I'll try the dip. Yeah, it's really too lean.
No.
Try the flavor. It's good. It's pretty good, but it's not restaurant stuff. Okay, good. Okay, here's what it wound up being. And it's not the same thing at all. We did achieve the flavor, but it is not the same. We're still going to eat it. We're still going to enjoy it and keep trying to make it.